I've taken this to an entirely different, a whole nother level. Right here, I have a color matrix filter for all textures. Here's a color matrix filter for light maps. This brightness is my multiplier for all textures with that have light maps. This is the multiplier for all textures that are liquids. This is the multiplier for the light map textures themselves, the color matrix filter for the light maps themselves. I have an entire convolution filter that I made, distance fog, and midlight. And we're going to take all of that right now and we're going to completely transform this world into ice. It's only going to take a second. I've already memorized the proper values, so if you just bear with me for a second, we'll be there in no time. Good enough. Almost there. This is going to be Gaussian blur. Come on. I made it to where I can click these boxes and it automatically highlights it, but if I even move the mouse just a little bit, it goes back into how you would expect it to work when you would drag for a selection. Turn the clamp off. We don't want to apply this to liquid textures. Go with a divisor of 16. Let's see if I got all this down. That's all good. That's good. Good, good, good. That's good and that's good. Are you ready? This whole world is about to be winter. Boom. Look at that. Does that look cold or what? And when I say the entire world, I mean we could go over here and even the lava is ice. That's because of this 22 right here. Like for instance, let's say I put it at 10 or even 1. It'll go back to being lava. But we're going to go back to 22 and make it ice. I found that 22 is the number that you would have to go to for it to get white, to just get rid of all color entirely. And that looks a lot like ice. This isn't all you can do though. I made a Tron looking level earlier. I don't know if I can remember how I did it though. I think I had negative values here. It looked crazy. I basically used edge detection. That might be what I did. No, that's not at all what I did, but that looks even colder. However, the reason why is we just got rid of the Gaussian blur to some degree. Like if I get this off and do that, yeah, we pretty much got rid of the Gaussian blur. I'm gonna put the Gaussian blur back. I don't remember how I got the Tron looking level. It looked cool though. Like everything was just outlined in like these gold lines, but overall the map was basically just black. If I can figure out how I did it, I'll make another video regarding it. Put the textures back. Yeah. That's actually close. I don't know what I just did, what I changed that made it look like that, but that's more like IK white. That's really frozen. Oh, because my divisor's only 6. You know what? I bet you. No, not quite. I don't know. I don't remember what I did, but it doesn't matter. But that's like really frozen. All the way frozen. That's pretty cool. I didn't get that far before because I was dealing with what they told me to do, which is 16. And as you can see, that keeps us looking like this. But we can do like sharp. See if I can remember the formula for sharp. I think it's -1, and then like 7, might even be 9. Oh, because the divisor's too high. Shit. You know what? I think I have this open. The divisor for sharpen, they don't tell me. So 1 probably. Let's try 1. Although that looks pretty cool. Kind of. Maybe not. Well, that just looks crazy. But that's because of these textures over here. See, it's sharp now. You can tell it's sharpened, and I bet you if I put clamp on, it'll go even more. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm making Quakeshop over here or something. There's a lot of things that you can do with just these possibilities. I'm not done yet though. I intend to take this entire section right here, move it down, and then basically in this line right here will be a drop down box for skyboxes, and however many, whatever skyboxes are in the zip, it'll list them all, and then you can just click them and it'll just automatically change skyboxes in the background to whatever you selected. And also this disaster right here, I'm about to fix this. This is not what it looks like. All of this black is alpha. It's all the way 0. It's 8 zeros, which alpha black. But unfortunately, just applying alpha blending to this is not working. And I believe it's because it's not completely alpha. Like for instance, over here, this is see-through, but it's see-through because I told it to be see-through in code, not because of the alpha channel of the liquid. But over here, this is being told, all these pixels in black are told to be see-through and leave that, and it's not working. So what I need to do anyway is I need to create a special situation for images like this that have transparent pixels, where I then concoct an alpha mask from the information in this picture and then apply the alpha mask to that, and then I believe that is going to make that work, and then I can finally get rid of this ugliness. But I've been working on so many other things. I don't really care, you know. I do care, but I don't care right now, I'll put it that way. I'm really digging all these like little features down here. All this stuff will be savable real soon in a config. Once I get that skybox part done, that's probably it. I don't know what else to add filter wise. I don't even know what I'm doing. Like, the fact that I got this far with all these boxes is amazing, because I just go find information and then I make it happen. That's the best information I can give you. Like, I don't even know what this does, because every time I change it, it doesn't seem to do anything. Change it to 5, or oh, that actually finally did something. It never seemed to do anything before. I've clicked it a lot of times. What happens if I change it to an actual color? Nothing. So I don't know, maybe that is which one of these boxes this should apply to. So I don't know, like I have 5, so that would be here. What if I put it on 4? See, and it doesn't seem to do anything. So I don't know. And actually, I think that's just feeding off of something I did earlier. Oh, because I had something turned off. I don't know. I can't seem to get this color to do anything. It's plugged in properly. It's definitely going to the convolution filter, but it doesn't, I don't know. And alpha doesn't seem to do anything either. So I don't know. I need to learn more things about that. I'm not very familiar with convolution filters. I've just been playing around with what I could find over here on Wiki about box blur and Gaussian blur. And I could easily make this box a 5x5 or whatever. I wrote the code in such a way now to where I can make these matrices just by changing these two numbers when I call it. And actually everything's different. Like where I was calling all those different texts, I don't do that at all anymore. For this entire matrix box, to get all those things in there, I'm just feeding in these generic boxes, and then in the long run, when they get called right here, I'm just getting the child at N. I didn't need names. I just need the information from the box. It doesn't matter what the name is. I'm going to get them in order, in the same order that they were added. So that's perfect. That's exactly what I need. And I mean, there's a lot more going on. Like here's the convolute. A lot of labels and boxes, and I mean, this was actually probably the hardest one to make as far as getting all the UI elements down. Checkbox is a joke. This is one of the easiest things ever. All it does is change, really just change between over or up state when you click. That's it. And then it changed checked. And the only reason it says here that it's null, if it's null not to do that, is right here when it initially starts it off. It's calling that without a thing, and I don't want it to flip it when you very first call it. So I don't know. Here's the whole utility box, like the entire thing that's at the bottom of the board. That's it pretty much. I mean, it's going off of all that other stuff. Like this is all the fog, the liquid bright, light map bright. I don't know. Those are all the elements right there. So I don't know. A lot of work was done. A lot of things have changed. And I guess that's about it. I wish I would have remembered that Tron filter because it looked awesome. It blew me away. I did it by accident, and then I went on other things, and I don't remember what I did. And unfortunately, I did not write it down. So there's that. But anyway, I don't know. I'm making Quake Photoshop over here or something, but I'm almost done. Drop down box for sky boxes, and I don't really see what else to do here. There's a lot of things that you can accomplish just with this stuff here. I mean, this is like the core of most paint programs right here, when they have like sharpen and blur and what have you, you know, all those features. This is that. It's just the nerd way of doing it. It's not so simple as just clicking a box. You got to put in the calculations yourself. And I like that because I feel like it lets me play with it more. And that's what I want to do. I want to play with things. I don't want to just click a button and everything's magically whatever was just built in. I'd rather sit here and dick around with numbers for, you know, half an hour or something like that and watch all the weird things that happen and learn more things that way. You don't learn anything by clicking an option that says sharpen, you know. But yeah, let's see if I can get that Winter Wonderland back pretty fast, because I think that looks really cool. I shouldn't need to change that many things. And I think all the rest of that's right. Yeah, there we go. That's pretty damn dramatic. I mean, we went from, I mean, y'all know what this was supposed to look like, because A, we've been looking at it, and B, I mean, this is a pretty famous start map. But I think that looks pretty damn good. I mean, if I fix my problems right here and get skybox going on, this would look amazing. And I don't know, maybe I don't need Gaussian blur, but I just kind of felt like everything's frozen and foggy. And it just makes it seem colder, but maybe it doesn't. Maybe it'd be better if I sharpen everything. Or maybe there's some other convolution that I could add here that would make it even more. So that's it. That's Quakeshop.